Agora a gente recebe Dudu Fischer com exclusividade aqui no Comunidade na TV. Dudu, it's an amazing pleasure being here with you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to ask you, how did you start your career?
It was a long time ago. I think that I started my career in my grandfather's home, you know, when I was listening to my grandfather's music. And it always fascinated me, you know, the music that you used to sing around the table on Friday night when we used to eat with all the family, my grandparents, my parents, and myself. And then I started to sing in the choir of a synagogue when I was a little boy. But I think that the first stage appearance, I mean, my first stage experience I got when I was in the army. I was in the rabbinical choir of the Israeli Defense Forces. And there, actually, for 3 years, we sang every night in a different place, in bases, you know, of the army. And this, I think, was the beginning. That was the place where I felt how to hold a microphone, you know, and how to stand on stage, when people are watching you. So the army was the beginning of it all.
Nice experience playing here in Brazil, right? You played before. So
many times.
What do you think about singing in Rio?
Well, Rio and São Paulo are like the same, and I love to come to Brazil. Brazil is the best audience, there's no doubt about it. The audience are live, they are right from the first song, they are singing with you, they're clapping with you, they're dancing with you, exciting people, very exciting people. It's not like in other places in the world, you know, you go, people are sitting and they're looking until they come in. It takes time and effort, a lot of effort from the singer, has to put a lot of effort. Here it's very easy. The shows here are very, very easy because the people are connected right away. And it's a pleasure to be here. I've been coming here since 1979. My first time in Rio was in 1980. I did a show in Maccabi. There is a Maccabi place here, and there was a man here, an old man. He used to live in Tijuca, and he brought me out, and he said, "Come, let's do a concert." So he didn't know how to promote it. Maybe we had 50 people in the audience, 50 people in Maccabi, and I was singing, and I was so happy. And since then, you know, we've come a long way. I've been here many, many times, and I love to come here again and again.
So it's made more special to you, right? Since then?
Very, very. Whenever I come to Brazil, I become happy. I'm happier, yeah.
Great. What singing in Rio, after Rock in Rio, this huge festival, represents to you?
Well, it's been a great time here. I wasn't here, unfortunately, but I understand that over 1 million people were here and enjoying the Rock in Rio. I think that in the show tonight, I will also bring a little rock music. So we will have like a little continuation of Rock in Rio, and then we'll go to do Yom Kippur in Rio. It'll go from Rock in Rio, Yom Kippur in Rio. So it'll be like between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we'll do a little rock, we'll do a little prayers for the neshama, for the soul, and I hope that we're going to have a great night.
Cool. And what message is your music to the Jewish community and the community in general?
Well, I think that the message I bring is, first of all, the message that I'm a religious man. I'm not a rabbi, I'm not a tzaddik, I'm a religious man who keeps Shabbat, Beikar, Shabbat. And Shabbat was very, very important to me, and I wanted to give up Broadway. You know, when I was offered to do Les Mis on Broadway, I said, well, I'd love to do Broadway, but without Shabbat. And there was a big fight for 2 years. My producer, the producer of Les Miserables, Cameron Mackintosh, the world producer of Les Miserables, and all the other big ones, you know, Phantom of the Opera, he did Miss Saigon, he did all the big ones, the big Oliver. He fought, he wanted me to come to Broadway. And he fought, he had a big fight with the union's equity, with the actors' equity, and he won. And after 2 years, I was the first one to have a contract on Broadway, that Dudu Fisher will not play on Shabbat because of religious reasons. And I think this is a message that I want to give to the young generation also, that you don't always have to give up what you believe in. If you believe in something,
yeah, right,
and you fight for it, and you really believe in what you do, and if you're good, if you think you're good, you have to think that you're very good, then you can hold your religion, you can hold anything that you want and be successful and make it. I know it's very complicated here in Brazil to talk about it, because there's so much going on here. You know, we're losing the Jewish people. Jewish people are becoming less and less, and I feel really terrible about it. And I think that if my little message will be to at least keep Shabbat, you know, at least, you know what they say. You know what they say? They say that more than we kept the Shabbat kept us. So I think that, you know, we brought this thing to the world. I mean, there was no Shabbat before the Torah came in. Nobody knew what is a rest. Nobody rested. And we brought this one day of rest. I think that one day with a family, to be together, can make such a big change in your life. Because one day without a cell phone, you know. I say always that the feeling of when my wife light the candle on Friday afternoon, and suddenly there's no phone calls, and there's no computers, and there's only me, my wife, my family, my children. We are together, and we can talk to each other without saying, excuse me, hello, yeah, hello, and then I talk. No, this is the whole family becomes one, and I think that this makes a big difference.
The most important thing in your life, your family, right?
Yeah, family is very, very important, because family keeps you. The family are the people who are keeping you going. You know, even that I'm not with my family for many days in the year, because I'm traveling all the time. But I know that the family is there thinking about me and holding hands with me. And this is very important for somebody that is traveling around and is not with his family all the time.
Cool. Yeah. Dudu, you sing in English, Hebrew, Spanish, and even Yiddish. So what Yiddish represents to you?
Oh, for me, as an Ashkenazi Jew, Yiddish represents all my history, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, the diaspora, the pain, the happiness, the jokes, the happiness, the tears, everything. It's exactly like the Ladino language represents the Sephardic people. That's why I love to sing in Ladino, and I like to sing in Yiddish. I sing in both languages. Because for me, when I sing in Yiddish, because I'm an Ashkenazi, I'm going back to the roots of my family. And I love to sing in Yiddish, and also people here, even people don't understand Yiddish anymore. Unfortunately, this language is dying out, you know.
I know.
But you know what they say? They say that Yiddish is dying already for 200 years, and it's still alive. So maybe it's going to keep on, you know. But people love to hear the Yiddish words, the Yiddish music is so beautiful.
Any expectation for tonight?
Tonight we're going to have a very interesting evening. We're going to have so many different kind of musics. We're going to have, as I said, rock from Rock and Rio. We're going to have Yiddish. We're going to have Ladino. We're going to have ballads. We're going to have prayers from the service. We're going to have Kol Nidre. I'm going to tell the people the story of my life. You know, the story of what I had with the Rebbe, with the Lubavitcher Rebbe, because this is a show for Lubavitch, and it's I'm looking forward for this show, because I know that we're going to have a terrific evening. It's going to be great.
For sure. So for the last, I knew that you came also to be a Hazan in São Paulo. So tell me about it.
Well, in '79, I came here for the first time to Temple Bethel in São Paulo. I was a Hazan there for 3 years, and then I stopped, and I used to come here only for concerts. In the last 2 years, I came back to Hebraica in São Paulo, and I'm having a great time. I love it. I love doing chazanut once a year. I'm not a chazan every Shabbat because it's too much work, and I work during the week all the time. So I want to rest one day, the rest. So for once in a year, it's Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur when I come here, and I love to come here to Brazil. I love it. For me, it's like when I stand in the synagogue, like as a chazan, with Aron HaKodesh, you know, just in front of me, it's like recharging my batteries for the whole year. I'm going in, I know that the people are there to pray and to charge their batteries also, you know, for the whole year. And I'm looking much forward, you know, to come here for many years, especially in 2014, when the soccer games are going to be here, when the football, when the Mondial. And I will definitely be here because I was in South Africa this year. I love football, and I'm looking forward really to be here for many years.
So you are in the right place.
I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
And what can be better than this place?
Yeah.
You look around you. I mean, it's the best.
The sun just came out just because you're here.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were praying a lot, you know,
It was
for rain.
supposed to be raining, I know.
Right.
So Dudu, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's an amazing pleasure, and break legs tonight.
Thank you very much. Shana